Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. With open arms and open eyes, yeah. Whatever tomorrow. Hi, I didn't see you there. Okay. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Willis the Doctor here with a brand new video. Hold on, let me get this camera adjusted here. And today, guys, I thought to myself, so many people in my life have been asking me, how on earth do you cook such delicious delicacies? Wait a second, you might say to yourself, he can cook? Yes, I can cook. It shouldn't be a surprise to you. I mean, did you think this was McDonald's? I am very good at cooking my own food, which means that I won't need to survive on waffles and soup in college. Though I probably will once the student loans come in. Today, I'm gonna show you guys how to make a burrito using some fresh ingredients and not just whipping it together from Taco Bell, even though so many people in my school think Taco Bell is the best. Chipotle is. Roast me if you disagree. All right, guys, so this is basically what you're gonna need. You're gonna need a tomato, a pepper,
who can say where the road goes?
An onion. Nope. You stay there. Some sour cream, some lemon juice, some garlic, some cheese, some steak, and salt and pepper, which do not fit in the shot at all, but that's okay. I can adjust the camera later. You're also gonna need some tools. You are going to need a knife, a different knife, a cheese grater of some kind, a spoon, and of course, to top it all off, you're also going to need this plate. That, my dear sir, is a stainless steel pan capable of cooking anything, from pancakes to a burrito. Okay, the first thing you're gonna need is a cutting board, which I forgot to include in the list of tools, but that is okay. You're gonna need a washed tomato, which is basically just a tomato that's been run underneath water. You will also need your knife. Yeah, nice glint, huh? Yeah, look at that. That's cool. Okay. First thing you gotta do, you gotta remove this thing. This thing is hideous. How do you remove it? Simple. Just chop it out like so. Just carve it, and voila! It's out. Now, all you gotta do is just... If you end up with more tomato paste than you do end up with chopped tomatoes, that is okay. Next thing you need to do, you're gonna make a huge salsa out of it. Ready? There we go. With your cutting board completely clean of tomato, except for these seeds and whatnot, you are going to need an onion. Best way to get rid of the skin on the onion. This is a tedious process, but in the end you will be rewarded with a glistening white sphere. Even though it's not really a sphere anymore, because of course it is nothing more than a flattened onion. You know, peel the onion carefully. Just let it slowly come out. Just slowly peel. Slowly peel until you have no more onion skin left. Alright, there you go. You have your onion peeled. That is the sound of a trash can opening and closing, just so you know, ladies and gentlemen. Right, slice. Messes can be made. This is a kitchen. That's the whole point of a kitchen. Right, so basically you're gonna take half of this onion and just pick it up and just drop it into the bowl like that. You don't want to use all the onion. If it's roughly half, that's fine. Alright, so you're going to take that onion that you just got, you're going to sprinkle it with a little, you're going to sprinkle in some salt and some pepper. And you're going to take the following items. You're going to need a squeeze of lemon juice, a dabble of garlic. That's a little bit more than a dabble, but okay. A drizzle of this green stuff. If you don't like this green stuff, you don't need to add it. You can just keep the tomatoes and the onions, and you can instead substitute something else green, but I'm not sure what you need. Then you take your spoon and you stir it up like that. You spoon it. Spoon your salsa together. That is your salsa done. Take the cutting board that still has the onion on it. Oh dear. Take the cutting board that still has the onion on it and just gather up all the onion out of the way on the cutting board. You don't want too many things dirty. Take your meat. There. Then you're going to take your different knife. It has a serrated edge. So you're going to cut this meat a lot better. Basically, you're going to cut this thing into strips like this so that you get some nice burrito pieces. If you're like me and have a humongous mouth, bite size is a term that refers to something along half this size. But if you have a tiny mouth, I would suggest cutting that about maybe a millionth of that size. More practically, I would say about a fourth would be like at most big enough. If you have like a really small mouth, you probably should have bought ground beef instead of this kind of beef. But that's okay. This is all relative. It's all up to you how you want to get your beef to appear. Now, you're going to want to move over to the next part. The stove. Take your big pan. Now you're going to go over here and you're going to turn this on medium heat or medium high heat. That'll work just as well. The heat is perfect. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to wait for that sucker to heat. It takes about a minute or so. And there's only one real way to determine if it's hot or not. You just take your just washed hands and flick them into the pan. If you hear sizzling, that means that it's ready. If you don't hear sizzling, that means you've just cooled the pan down a little bit too much and now you gotta wait.
Several days later.
Ah, well, it's hot enough. No, it's not hot enough. Wow, I am really good at this. Alright, so basically at this point, you're just waiting for the stupid pan to heat up. I said it could cook anything. It just takes a little bit more time than I thought it would take. Maybe about 3 minutes. Give it time. Keep flicking water at it. When you hear the sizzle, you'll know it's ready. There was a little sizzle there, but not quite enough. Also, be sure to stay hydrated. Ooh, that was a sizzle. Okay, the pan is ready. There, that's a nice sizzle. At this point, you can work on your skills at throwing meat into a pan, right? Just like try and get one meat piece onto another meat piece. Just practice your balling skills, man. You know, see if you can be as cool as the jocks at your school, which is probably very unlikely, but you're cool all the same, man. Oh wow, that went pretty well. You're cool all the same, man. All you need to do is just prove to them how good of a cook you are, and they'll be begging for you to teach them. So make sure your meat's all nice and separated, or at least, you know, in the pan. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the rest of this meat and just throw it in there. You're going to take your onion that you finished chopping a while back, the onion that is left over from the salsa you made, and just slide that in there. Knife blade up. Just a heads warning. Just a heads warning. Just a heads up. You want to plate with the flat side, not with the sharp side, because the sharp side dulls the knife. Yeah, don't do that. Alright, so now that you got your onion in there, you just need a little bit of salt, a touch of pepper. If you're like me, maybe just a little splash of lemon. Give it a nice tangy flavor. I like tang. Tang is a nice flavor. Lemon is always a nice flavor. I mean, lemon-flavored juice, lemon-flavored soda, lemon-flavored meat. Where doesn't it stop? They even have lemon pepper. Now, you're going to want to stir this so that it doesn't burn. You want your meat to be nice and cooked. If it's not cooking fast enough for you, you can always turn up the heat just a little bit. Turn up the heat. Okay. So now with your meat pieces cooking in the pan, just stir it until it is done. Now while your meat is cooking, this is where a pepper comes in. You just slice out the top, slice out the insides, like so. Make sure there are no seeds in there. Seeds are bad. Don't do that. Slice it down here, slice it down here, slice it down here, and just make yourself some nice strips. cut it along here. And if you want to get real fancy, go back to your pan with a handful of peppers and just throw them in there. See? Absolutely delicious. Oh dear. Just stir it up a little bit, you know, let that steam rise, man. Let it rise. Let the water cycle commence. Come on. Let the steam rise and condense back into clouds so that it can rain upon these desert barren states that are known as the Southwest. As you can see, the meat is coming along quite nicely. It's almost done. So we are just going to finish up stirring it one last time. I'm going to go out on a limb, and instead of mixing the salsa in with the meat, I'm going to do something that has probably been done so many times that it's almost a cliche, but it's not quite yet, so I'm going to get away with it. And I'm going to slide the meat into the salsa. Get a nice mix of flavors in there, right? Yeah. Now this is just turned from a salsa to a filling, but at this point, it's all gonna taste pretty good. So, you know, it's all gonna taste pretty good. Just a quick mix. Now for a taste. Nice and warm. Steak is nice and soft. I wish you guys could try this right now. Get yourself a plate. Put it down gingerly. And I know you can see the camera shadow, but I don't really care at this point. Now at this point, you can ask yourself, what kind of tortilla would I like to put as my burrito base? Now, of course, you could go with something simple, such as a flour tortilla soft taco size. But at the same time, you could be overweight. This is a carb-balanced tortilla, basically 5 grams of carbohydrates in one of those things. And this is the tortilla that I will be eating because health reasons. Slap your tortilla onto that plate, like so. And then you're going to want to take your filling and you're just going to want to get a nice healthy portion. See, just like a nice healthy portion right in there. If you don't like tomatoes, I'm sorry that you had to watch this, but you know what? I think this is looking pretty nice. And now you're going to take your sour cream. This is a preference. I am not sponsored. Get out a spoon, scoop your dollop of sour cream, and just slap it on there. If you want another slap, go right ahead. Last step you need to do, cheese grater. Cheese, shred. Just run it along, right? Just run it along the cheese grater. Let that cheese grater do its magic, right? Just shred all of that cheese into delicious goodness. Some of the cheese is escaping. It does not want to go in a delicious burrito. Once you get enough cheese, I think that's plenty. And slap on as much cheese as you'd like. And there you guys have it. A delicious burrito that, well, basically anyone can enjoy. This can, of course, be a taco, but I say burrito. I have no clue how to fold a burrito. All of you poor saps who know how to fold a burrito and are watching me doing this and saying, Lord have mercy on this poor soul who doesn't even know how to fold a burrito. I think this is pretty close. There we go. And now, sink in. Man. When you know how to cook, college doesn't look so bad. So there you have it, guys. A delicious burrito that all of you can enjoy at home. Don't forget to leave a like and comment and subscribe to Willis the Doctor for more random videos. And if you want to see more cooking videos, then please tell me in the comment section because, quite frankly, I don't know what you guys want. But if this is what you want, so be it. Peace out, everybody, and adios.